On the other side, let me begin with a simple question. The passport lying safely in your drawer, the document you believe proves you are an Indian, has it ever in law been conclusive proof of your citizenship? Well, the answer to that question is no. Not today, not under the BJP, not under the Congress, not for decades. Yet, a long settled legal position has suddenly been turned into a political storm after the MEA reiterated that a passport is a travel document not by itself conclusive proof of citizenship. Within minutes, the opposition accused the government of plotting to strip Indians of their identity. They took a jibe at the BJP, taunting that perhaps one day a BJP membership card would be the only proof of Indian citizenship. The government too has hit back, saying there is nothing new here. The government's argument is simple. MEA has merely restated what the Passports Act 1967 and court rulings have said for years, that a passport is an important travel and identity document, but not by itself conclusive proof of citizenship. But this legal debate now raises a larger question. Will the opposition continue to oppose any exercise aimed at verifying citizenship, including a possible NRC? Or does it believe such exercises, even if authorized by law, should not be carried out? Here are some reactions.
पासपोर्ट देने के लिए पुलिस वेरिफिकेशन होता है, वो प्रूफ नहीं है, बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट प्रूफ नहीं है, आधार कार्ड प्रूफ नहीं है, वोटर आईडी कार्ड प्रूफ नहीं है, भाई क्या प्रूफ है फिर?
पासपोर्ट अकेले से आपका जो नागरिकता है वो नहीं बताता है। ये ओवैसी ऐसा उकसाने के लिए बोलते हैं, वो बीजेपी को पसंद नहीं करते हैं, इसलिए बदनाम करते रहते हैं।
सिटीजन कौन होगा उसके बारे में लिखा है, प्रावधान दिए हैं, तो उन्हीं को ही मानना पड़ेगा ना, संविधान को ही मानना पड़ेगा। अब वो संविधान को लेकर के घूमते हैं कि हम संविधान की रक्षा करने वाले लोग हैं, और अंदर क्या लिखा वो पढ़ते नहीं है, और अननेसेसरी के मुद्दे उठा करके देश को बदनाम करने का काम करते हैं।
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
So then the question that everybody is asking is, if passport is also not proof of citizenship, neither are other documents, then what is the proof of citizenship? Perhaps we need a law now, perhaps we need a universal citizenship card. Are we heading in that direction? Are all the political parties going to be on board when that point arrives? Let's open this up. Let's go across to our guest. We have Siddharth Yadav, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Deepak Reddy, national spokesperson, TDP, continues to be with us, along with Dr. Anand Ranganathan, Sanjay Jha, Vivek Srivastav, and Clyde Crasto, national spokesperson of the NCPSP, joins us as well on the broadcast. Good evening to all of you. Mr. Crasto, I want to begin with you because the BJP says this is not new. This is not a new policy or a new law that they are bringing in. So why this hue and cry? This is all part of the Passport Act 1967. Courts have said the same thing, that passport alone is not a conclusive proof of one's citizenship.
So if it's nothing new, then why bring it up now? That's the question, because if the people are going on with what they already have, why confuse them further? Why play these mind games? Let it continue the way it is. I mean, you make a huge hue and cry about everything like this suddenly on Passport Seva Divas, and you talk about it. The question here is, they keep saying that this is not a proof of your citizenship. But the fact of the matter is, when you go for a passport, all kinds of documents are asked. Your police verification is done. And I'm not repeating what everybody else has said, because you have done it, I have done it, we all have done it. And after proving all that we are citizens of this country, we are given a passport, and now you say that is not the proof of being a citizen of this country. I mean, why keep confusing people? You are in government for the last 12 years. If you say that everything else before 2014 was wrong, then bring out a new law, bring out a new clause, and give a conclusive end to this.
No, but one second. There is nothing which is happening all of a sudden. It has been part of the Act of 1967.
Fair enough. What I'm trying to tell you here is, why bring out something which is already, why ruffle feathers, why, muddle the water? If there is a, document there which everybody is abiding by, let it go the way it is going. There is definitely something between the lines that we cannot read, or we don't want to read at what the government is saying. But the point here is, don't bring out something, don't confuse people, don't play mind games. If there is something that you want to say, spell it out. Speak openly.
Okay, you're playing mind games.
Or come up with
so
something
that your government is playing mind games. If you're not going to accept, one second. If the act says that even passport, is not a conclusive proof, what are people to do? Where are they going to get their citizenship certificates? How are people going to prove that they are citizens of India? There's a question many are asking, कौन सा document है जिसको आप मानेंगे? कौन सा कागज दिखाएं आपको?
Good evening to all your viewers. First of all, the current provisions that we are discussing, these have been in place for years and years. We are discussing the Citizenship Act of this country, which is from the 1960s. We are discussing the Passport Act of the country, which is from the same era. No changes have been made. If somebody was confused then specifically, the Citizenship Act of 1955 very clearly lays out who can be a citizen. You can be a citizen by birth, you can be a citizen by descent, you can be a citizen by registration, by naturalization, or by incorporation of territory. These are the 5 only ways you can be a citizen of this country. It is not documented that if you possess any particular document, for that matter an Indian passport, you are a citizen. When this has been the position from 1955 until now, who is trying to muddle the water? Not us. Definitely not us. This has been a stated position. Our constitution framers made this position. If someone has to be a citizen, if you are not by birth or by descent, by naturalization, you will be given a citizenship certificate by the country. You will have to give up your old citizenship and then you will be given a citizenship of this country, or by, if a territory is taken up. So when this is the case, this is point number 1. No single document, not even a passport, can guarantee you.
Then why, then Dr. Ranganathan, why do we have this web of documents? Aadhaar card bhi hai, PAN card bhi hai, passport bhi hai, you have a birth certificate also. And by the way, those who don't have can go for the late birth certificate registration. People are also given non-availability of birth certificate as well. Why do you need all of this? Let's address the elephant in the room. Do we need one law? Do we need one universal citizenship card or certificate?
Thank you, Swati. 3 points very quickly. Number 1, first of all, thank God intelligence is not proof for citizenship, because if it was, from Rahul Gandhi to Owaisi to Kapil Sibal will be declared illegal immigrants and they would be put in detention camps on the Indo-Bangladesh water. What are we talking about? And I've heard the views of Mr. Clyde. I hope Bonnie's views, Vivek, would be a bit more rational. 3 points. Number 1, I congratulate the Congress government for having this rule since the whole thing initiated, and I congratulate the Congress government of 2013 to put it as an affidavit against the Bombay High Court that agreed with the Congress government. Sorry for repeating Congress government so many times, because I know what Sanjay was, I don't know, he's flummoxed now, what is he going to do? Because the matter came up because Bangladeshis had forged Indian passport and they were demanding that they be declared Indian citizens. The Manmohan Singh Sarkar said no way, and that is how it also transpired in 2025 when the High Court bench ratified the 2013 judgment. Now you started hating Modi so much that you saying that Congress, your own party, was wrong in 2013. Be that as it may. 2 points. Number 1, every country which is a large nation, for example USA, has the same rule. The point that you made, let me answer it straight away. Every document that you believe gives you the right to prove that you're a citizen is on presumptive proof. That is, the state, the machinery is agreeing with you presumptively that yes, you are a citizen. On that basis, you can vote. But the absolute proof of declaring yourself a citizen can only be because of Citizenship Act, under which you not only have to provide a birth certificate for yourself, but also you have to prove that at least one of your parents is an Indian citizen. So it's got nothing to do with any document that you may have. You can show it. The state will recognize presumptively that you are an Indian citizen, give you all the amenities like voting, like ration, like everything, but it is presumptive. America has it and many other countries have it. India has it. It is the logical way, and I congratulate the Congress for putting this in rule. I congratulate the Congress. I said it 5 times.
Congratulations. All thanks to the then Congress government.
Wrong.
Swati, is that question to me?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I'm not getting a very clear audio from your side, but can you hear me clearly at least?
Yes, I can. Just go ahead, sir.
So I want to make 2 short points. Number 1, that imagine what anybody abroad because they issue visas when we travel abroad, how will they kind of react to this kind of a statement? Because whenever you travel abroad, that's where passports are normally utilized, they are assuming 100% that the person applying for a visa is a citizen of that country. Simple, straight, uncomplicated. Now suddenly people will have this big phantom in their heads that India actually doesn't subscribe to that. And I'll tell you where there is a problem. I mean, this is, as my friend Clyde correctly pointed out, and I have read it all over the place since this morning. It's a law, fair enough. Nobody's denying that. But what you've got to read is the fine print. There may have been exceptional cases, and exceptional here would be rare cases where certain non-Indians may have been issued passport. I mean, this is something that this gentleman should have clarified as to what those extraordinary circumstances were. Now, what you are seeing the Narendra Modi government do, because they don't allow these statements to become a headline unless they have a serious ulterior objective. Here is the point. There may be like 0.001% example where a non-Indian can get a passport. Okay. Now, based on that, they are telling everybody that it's possible, therefore, that you are not an Indian citizen, even if you're carrying a passport. This is what I call as fear-mongering.
One minute. The world will look at us just the way they've been looking at us since 1967.
But Swati, here is the point. Here is the point, Swati. This is how...
Since 1967,
can I finish my
ever since the Act came into existence, ever since we started traveling abroad, we've been carrying that passport. The world looks at us as Indians. And it's Section 20 that you're talking about. Whoever brought in that section and drafted the Act needs to answer.
Swati, this is how a fascist government gaslights an entire country. This is fear-mongering. This is making everyone feel that you don't have an identity.
But who brought in the Passport Act then? Are you saying UPA gaslighted everyone
deny
else?
anybody the right saying, well, you're not a citizen.
On the anniversary of emergency. Swati, on the anniversary of emergency, my friend Sanjay Jha is ignoring the fact that not only was this rule made by the Congress filed an affidavit in the High Court, and the High Court agreed that this is how it should be.
The Congress is not spreading fear.
You know, I think just like the government has reiterated that passport is not a travel document, Vivek Srivastava, the opposition also knows. Opposition itna bachpana nahi hai, या अगर मैं कोई और शब्द का इस्तेमाल करूंगी आपको बुरा लग जाएगा. Let me say naive. The opposition is not so naive, Vivek Srivastava, that they don't know what is, Passport Act 1967. So why are you acting as if अरे कल ही पैदा हुआ ये act?
He has a Beijing China passport, na? So
it is an act, and finally, when you have to implement an act, you make rules, okay? And when you make rules, you become realistic. There are people since 1967 till date living in villages.
China में
there was no electricity. होना चाहिए. Act वही रहती है. एक मिनट सर. अब क्या हुआ? एक मिनट.
Are you saying Congress was wrong? Then say it now.
Act पास किया, rules नहीं बनाए. जो रूल्स बनाए उसमें एब्सोल्युटली नॉट. कांग्रेस इज करेक्ट. इट इज एन एक्ट. अरे बाबा बोल रहे
1967 से पासपोर्ट एक्ट 1967 से पासपोर्ट एक्ट में यही कहा गया है कि ये ट्रैवल डॉक्यूमेंट, और मोदी गवर्नमेंट ने आने के बाद कौन सा नया रूल बना दिया?
ट्रैवल डॉक्यूमेंट तो वो तो नहीं. इट इज एन एक्ट. एक सेकंड भाई, एक सेकंड. अरुणाचल प्रदेश के लोगों ने जब चाइना के वीजा के लिए अप्लाई किया, उसमें लाइन में मेरे दोस्त यार बोलने तो दो ना आप एक मिनट. और हाउ नहीं
आप चाइना का वीजा क्यों अप्लाई कर रहे हो?
लोगों ने जब चाइना में वीजा के लिए जाने के लिए अप्लाई किया, उसमें आप भी थे लाइन में खड़े हुए, तो डॉक्टर रंगनाथन को वापस भेज दिया गया. बोला गया आपके पासपोर्ट तो हम नहीं मानते क्योंकि आपका पासपोर्ट जो है वो चाइनीज वो इंडियन पासपोर्ट है. आप भारत के नागरिक हैं, हम अरुणाचल को नहीं मानते इंडिया का पार्ट. इसलिए डॉक्टर आनंद रंगनाथन को स्टेपल करके अलग से मोहर लगा के चाइनीज ने वीजा दिया था.
आपको तो मल्टीपल
देखिए डिस्टिंक्शन आपको खुद ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा. दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड द ऑपोजिशन इज नॉट सो नाइव. The opposition is not so naive, विवेक श्रीवास्तव. मैं नहीं मानने को तैयार कि आप इतने नाइव है कि आपको पता नहीं है कि पासपोर्ट एक्ट अलग है और सिटीजनशिप एक्ट अलग है, जिसमें स्पेसिफाई किया गया है कि क्या डॉक्यूमेंट्स आप दिखाएंगे ये बताने के लिए कि आप सिटीजन हैं. आप वो डिस्टिंक्शन अच्छे से जानते हैं. लेट मी ब्रिंग इन दीपक रेड्डी. Deepak Reddy, the allegation is that you are trying to do things differently or unnecessarily, raking up this issue.
Ma'am, I think today's debate is on facts and fears. I mean, there's absolutely no new law which has come in, but the members of the India ecosystem are triggering panic, probably to divert the Remembrance Day of emergency. There's a difference between nationality and there's a difference between citizenship. There is the Acts of Citizenship and Passport Act are two different acts, and these are well known by them. And the courts have gone into detail, both the High Court and Supreme Court, on multiple occasions. They have made it absolutely clear. So when the law is settled and the act is very clear, why are they triggering this? And what is surprising is the 1967 Passport Act came in during Congress time, during Mrs. Gandhi's time. And it clearly says a non-citizen can be given. That itself is absolutely clear. When the act is clear, why are they doing all these dramas? An act which was gotten by them. And now let's look at, I think now it's time to get in the NRC. It's good this has been triggered. In 1951, the NRC was based on the citizenship. The citizens were based, again, given voting right based on that. So here it is absolutely clear. Another panic situation trying to be pushed by the
you're saying they're trying to create panic. Just 20 seconds. I want Siddharth to come in. Siddharth, ये एक तीर से दो निशाने साधने वाली बात है क्या? Rake up the issue, say that it's just a travel document because you want the focus to shift to NRC. That's also a allegation that is being leveled. Very quickly, sir.
नो शिवानी, इन पर तीर चलाने के लिए आपको निशाना साधने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. ये उड़ता तीर लेने वाले लोग हैं. इन पर कहां तीर चलाना पड़ता है? One thing which is settled by the Indian statute overpowers any rules made by the government, which is a settled principle in the courts of this country. Bombay High Court has settled the issue. Madras High Court has settled the issue. Various courts have adjudicated. There is no question of any doubt. Passport is not a citizenship proof. It can be assist to prove your citizenship, but citizenship is a legal right, not by a right of a document.
Okay, it's a settled issue. You're saying it's a settled issue. Unnecessarily, the opposition is trying to turn this into a massive controversy. Gentlemen, that's all the time I have. Thank you very much. That's all the time I have. Thank you for joining us on the debate. Thank you to our viewers for watching us.